How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Blue Protocol Star Resonance and what I think the future is going to hold for this game and what I think they need to do for the future of this game to be prolonged and not just be a lightning in a bottle for a few months, for a week, 2 weeks, and something like that. I think this game has potential and bones to have longevity in the MMO market. I haven't done much news about this game because I think myself and everyone else are just waiting for a release date for this game, the full 1.0 version to be launched for this game. I think it's going to be sometime next month, maybe early November. So October, November is probably the window that we'll see something from this game and release from this game happening. I don't see it at the end of this month, but if we do, that'd be something crazy. But going back to the main point of this video, what do I see this game doing to help prolong the future of this game? So it's this not a game that's hot for a month or two, but a game that people keep coming back to for 6 months from now, to a year from now, 2 years from now, and what I really think this game should do to help that. First off, I think this is just a personal thing. I think they should add a jump attack in this game. A simple jump, and you're able to press your basic attack to do a downward attack. I think that's missing in this game. I know it's something small, but there's a couple times I just found myself jumping because the mobility is so great in this game. I just found myself jumping and not being able to really execute or benefit from that jump. I'm like, let's add a jump attack in this game. A lot of games do it, and I think it helps like the immersion of this game. Like I could jump, but I can't do a jump attack. Instead of being like relied on a skill to be able to do that, let's just have a jump attack. But that's just something small that I think that they could add. It'll be a good quality of life for this game and just help with the immersion of the game and the combat flow of the game. Since the mobility is so great in this game, they should capitalize on it. But secondly, let's talk about, please, this is a big one. Don't add pay to win in this game. I know this game has very small, minute pay to win factors with the Imagine system and the gacha system in this game, since those things are locked behind timers in battle, but still like small pay to win in this game. I just hope they don't really push forward with that mechanic, like less timers on better Imagines. Imagines are essentially summons in this game that you could use in battle to do a lot of DPS, or they could do other benefits in battle, maybe heal or give buffs or something like that. Let's not add pay to win this game. Let there only be a battle pass, and you can buy cosmetics and have a gacha cosmetic system if you want that, but hold it to that. I know so many MMOs these days are shooting themselves in the foot because they just get greedy and they want more money and more money and more money. People are going to buy cosmetics. You see how many people are buying cosmetics on Marvel Rivals, and that's a PvP game, and that game is staying afloat with no pay to win mechanics, and they're adding constantly new characters and stuff like that. And if people are saying that they need like pay to win to survive, or they need ways to give money to developers, just look at Marvel Rivals and the no pay to win aspect in that game, because this is a PvP game, and just watching it thrive. This game is going to be free, but just stick it to cosmetics. I think Fortnite does it well. I think Marvel Rivals does it well, because there's no advantage there to just paying for skins. You're not going to get a boost of damage because you pay for a skin. It's just strictly cosmetic. And I think if more MMOs, especially ones that want to go free to play, just stick to like cosmetic based, I think it's going to be something great. But like I said, developers and companies get greedy and they really push the limits, and I think that's what really kills MMOs these days. And because you see a lot of Korean MMOs just go in and out of phases, don't have long lives at all, because they're heavily pay to win. You see freaking Diablo Immortal, a heavily pay to win game. You don't hear people talking about that game. Only the whales are playing that game, and that's a very niche audience. I know they're paying a lot, but if you want this game to have longevity, you got to have no pay to win. Please don't have any pay to win, man. So that was my second point. My third point is constant updates. Have updates frequently in this game. Like I said, I'm going back to Marvel Rivals with the updates with characters every 3 to 6 months. Updates, new systems, really brings back players back into your game. You see with Path of Exile 2, with new leagues and stuff like that. ARPGs are doing well. I think MMOs could really learn from that. MMOs are always constantly updating, but free-to-play ones need to update more. Then you add new weapons, new classes, and stuff like that. New things to do for players to re-engage into a game after playing this game for 3, 6, a year or 2. They need new stuff to jump into and get excited about. I think that is what keeps these games alive things to do in a game. This game is just starting out. You can't really compare it to WoW or Final Fantasy 14 because those games have years and years and years and years of content to do in that game. So for new players, it's kind of overwhelming, but for returning players in that game or players who kept playing since day one, there's so much to do. And I think that's a bonus. And for new players jumping into a game with there's a lot of stuff to do, that means there's a lot of stuff to do that they could dive into and experience and really find out more about for the first time ever. So there's benefits for it. Lastly, let's talk about community and let's talk about group finder. I think this game needs a group finder. I think a lot of good MMOs have group finders and the ability to do tasks that you want to do or harder level tasks that you want to do with other players. You see a lot of people jumping into global chat talking about let's do this, I'm looking for a tank, I'm looking for a DPS above this skill level or ability level. Having a group finder is so key. I know Final Fantasy 14 does a group finder and that works out pretty well, especially with the harder content that's not a queue system. This game has a light queue system when you're jumping into dungeons and stuff like that, but with harder content, if you want to do harder content in the game, I think you really need a group finder. And I know a lot of people are pretty antisocial, even in MMOs, and they don't want to go on global chat and, you know, really talk into people, say, hey, I want to do this. But they rather just click on a button, look for a group finder, find a group that's looking for something and join that group. I think a group finder will really help this game grow. And the community aspect of wanting to battle and do raids and dungeons and stuff like that. So add a group finder. Come on, what are you doing? I think that's something that could be easily implemented in the first few months of this game being in existence, but hopefully they do it sooner than later because that could be something that really pushes people out of this game, especially for those people looking for harder content that do need other players to be involved into completing that content. All right, guys, so what do you think about Blue Protocol Star Resonance? Are you excited for this game? Do you see this game having a longevity? Do you see this game lasting for a very long time? I hope so. I think we need more MMOs out there, and this MMO is great. They just can't go pay to win. That's the number one thing. Please don't go pay to win. Please be more user friendly. Please have people able to connect to do certain objectives that need like a party. What are you guys' thoughts? What do you guys think this game needs to stay alive or stay afloat in this current MMO space? What are you guys' thoughts about just this game in general? Did you guys like it? Did you get into the closed beta? What are your thoughts? What are your gripes? I want to hear the positives. I want to hear the negatives. And what do you guys think this game needs to really push forward to be a greater MMO than a lot of those Korean MMOs that we're seeing these days that just last for a few weeks, a few months, even maybe a year, and then they're gone because the player base just leaves because they see the pay to win. They see that the developers are very greedy and then they're just wasting their time and only like the whales stay. That's like Lost Ark, that's like Throne and Liberty and stuff like that. All right, guys, love you to pieces. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. It will mean a whole lot to me. And thank you guys for over 7,000 subscribers to this channel. You guys are simply amazing. Couldn't do anything without you guys, so I appreciate you guys to my soul. Also, I saw a Demon Slayer movie this weekend. Amazing. Definitely go watch it. If you guys are into Demon Slayer, please go see it. 2.5 hours went by so fast. All right, guys, love you to pieces. Until next time, peace.